As you might guess, one of the huge concerns of an organization when you start talking to them about a move to the cloud, even if it's to save a lot of money, even if it's to make services much more highly available, even if it's to help the company achieve its bottom line, in any of the scenarios I just described, one of the big concerns is going to be security. And it doesn't have to be a big concern necessarily, in that we can do it right. And so we can actually make the security posture of our solution much stronger than we could on our own. And one of the reasons for this is the shared responsibility model when it comes to security and your designing of cloud solutions. So here's how this works. It makes simple sense. The cloud provider is going to be responsible for certain aspects of the security, and you, the customer, are going to be responsible for the other parts of security. Let's take an example. So the cloud provider is spinning up on demand at your bequest a virtual machine. They're responsible for the security on the underlying hardware that's ultimately running that virtual machine. They're securing their data center with probably the very latest and greatest in physical security. Think Mission Impossible and, someone like Tom Cruise suspended from the ceiling trying to break into somewhere. The cloud provider, they're responsible for securing that stuff that's inside the data center, the hardware that makes the virtual machine a reality. What are you responsible for? When you log in to that virtual machine, you're in charge of that virtual machine. So it's going to be your responsibility to take care of the security in the Linux or the Windows Server or Unix, whatever you spun up inside of the cloud. Let's take a look at another example. The cloud provider would be responsible for encrypting like your data at rest, but you might be responsible for the rotation of passwords or keys. The shared responsibility model can even be referring to inside of a service. So if we're talking about some kind of key management, there's going to be responsibilities for the security keys that we have and responsibilities that the cloud provider has. Again, this can really, if done right, this can amount to much greater security than you could have had in the past. Again, just think of the example of a high-tech data center that has the latest, greatest physical security mechanisms and the latest, greatest video cameras that are IP-based and all that kind of stuff. We might not be able to afford that in our quote-unquote regular organization. The shared responsibility model is a great thing, and recognize this fact now that you're going to be a Cloud Plus certified individual. Thanks for watching.